sat on the floor because I'm a massive kid. Hello. Right, before I start the video, I got a parcel on my way up, so I'm just going to open it. Don't care that you're watching, I'm taking up your time, sorry. Remember kids, don't try this without adult supervision. In fact, don't try anything that involves a knife or scissors without adult supervision, alright? Last night, I was cutting baguettes with like one of those blades with the serrated edges. Sliced right into my finger. The cut was so clean that the knife had nothing on it, but I bled for 25 minutes. So I shouldn't really point with the scissors, stupid decision. So that plaster there represents where I gushed for 25 minutes. To the point where my finger was going purple and my hand was turning pale. So yeah, don't mess around with blades. Okay, we're inside. I ordered that many books that I forget what I've ordered. And it is The Mighty Thor, Volume 1 by Matt Fraction and the other dude. That's kind of cool. I don't really like Matt Fraction, so this will be interesting. But boy do I loves me some Thor. But boy. Anyway, the reason I want to talk to you today is because the other day I was walking alongside Salford Quays on my way to work, and while I was there, if you've ever been to Salford Quays, there were loads of geese hanging around, loads of geese, loads of pigeons, loads of mallards, and the occasional swan. And people like to feed them, you know, throw bread to the ducks, like you would do when you see ducks. So there's this one guy who's there, he's probably in his mid-30s, and he's got a pram with his, I'd say, 2-year-old baby boy in, right? Maybe younger than that. And he's throwing bread to feed the geese. Problem is, it's like all the geese, like 40 geese are there on this one little stretch of the quays. Now when you've got a load of ducks or geese or whatever swarming around you for bread, you kind of, you know, you throw to them. And if you've got a child in the pram, what would you do? Yeah, me as well. You'd keep it to the side, you know what I mean? Like you'd put the pram next to you and throw it. No, this guy had the pram sat in front of him. So 40 geese are clambering over each other to get to the bread that's falling just in front of the pram. And there's this terrified little 2-year-old in this pram going, there's this army of gaggling birds just swarming around him. And the best part is, the dad's just going, go away. Go away, like that's gonna do you. Move the pram, you idiot! I mean, your kid is having the worst day out ever! You're not being a great father, you're being, if anything, a sadistic maniac! So my thoughts flashed forward to about 10, 15, 20 years time, to the day when this kid will have a child of his own, or will be out and about with his beloved, and they're out somewhere and they're in a park and it's a wonderful experience, a beautiful day, and the sun's shining, and all of a sudden he looks out across the lake, and there is a gaggle of geese. And he just freezes and can't move, and his breathing stops and his heart's beating fast and he keels over having a panic attack. Basically, I predicted that this kid is now going to have a full-blown paranoid fear of anything feathered or possibly bread. And it got me thinking about the nature of fear, like phobias for instance. My biggest phobia is spiders, which is really weird considering I love Spider-Man to death. Spider-Man! Spider-Man! Each of these games are awful, but it's still about Spider-Man. So I love Spider-Man, but I hate spiders, and I can trace it back, as far as I can remember, because my memory is rubbish in my childhood, to a day when I was very small and I saw a documentary about spiders. I'm sure this is what set it all off. A documentary about spiders, and it was the close-up of the face. So at an early age, to think, oh, these little tiny insects, right, you know, and then see on this documentary the close-up of the face, these 10 swelling, bulging eyes, and these little fangs and mandibles. That threw me off. So now when I look at the tiniest spider, I can picture its face, okay? And that puts me off. I'm getting over it. I can get spiders up to about an inch big out of the bath or off walls or out of the living room, whatever. I can do that. I can manage that. Anything bigger, no. So that's my phobia, spiders. This kid is going to have a massive geese trauma. I want to know about your phobias and where they came from, alright? Let's play Dr. Jonathan Crane here for a second. Let's examine the nature of fear. Tell me, what are you afraid of and why, okay? Keep it clean, and I'll put them in the comments down there, and I'll do a follow-up video to this one examining your fears. Dr. Chris will try and explain your fears and find ways for you to get around them and ting. So tell me what you're afraid of and why down there in the comments. Tell you what Adam's afraid of. This.
Adam? Adam?
Oh.
Adam? Adam?
You've damaged my Optimus Prime. I'm gonna kick you in your busters. Boy.